Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope you all are having a great day. Just got finished doing my live stream, my Saturday evening channel members call-in show, which we always have fun because it's good because we have Jess, who is a Giants fan, we have Momo, who's a Commanders fan, and we have Leo, who is a bloviating Eagle fan. And we had during the show that the Eagles, breaking news, traded for Jair Alexander. And I knew that Philly.500 was going to tell you that this is the greatest trade in all of history, that, Howie Vision is in full effect and everything else. And here's what I'm going to say, because this is typically the kind of thing that happens with the Cowboys is we sign players that are named players. Now, I know from where I sit, where we have the worst defense in football, Jair Alexander might be an improvement. But I tell you what, let's listen. Before I go ahead and give you my spill on this, on whether or not this is a Super Bowl move or not, let's go to Philly.500 and listen to him.
Feel it. Howie is just getting started. Kick things back. Here we got breaking news, mother humping news. We're all waiting for the big trade. Maybe the Myles Garrett trade. Maybe the Jermaine Johnson trade. Jalen Phillips trade. Maybe even Bradley Chubb. Who the hell knows? But Howie isn't wasting time. He is getting better. And right now, I think he made a trade that is a sneaky, low risk, high reward trade. Some people I've already seen complain about this trade, but I think this is actually a good trade. You lose nothing. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this. Adam Schefter said this. A rare in-season Saturday trade. The Ravens are sending former Pro Bowl cornerback Jair Alexander and a 2027 7th-round pick to the Eagles in exchange for a 2026 6th-round pick per sources. Now, what's interesting about this trade, Jamison Hensley said this. The Ravens are moving on from Jair. I can't wait, Cat. Come here. The Ravens are moving on from Jair Alexander. Is not a surprise. He has been a healthy scratch 5 times this year, including Thursday's game in Miami. Alexander has played in 2 games and a total of 61 snaps for Baltimore. That's pretty crazy, pretty amazing that Jair Alexander, a Pro Bowl corner, has been a healthy scratch. But coming to Philly, that may not be the case, okay? That may not be the case. Now, there were some other things that the Eagles did in this trade. The Eagles have agreed cornerback Jair Alexander for and a 2027 7th-round pick in exchange for a 2026 6th-round pick. But they also placed Marcus Epps and outside linebacker Azeez Ojulari on injured reserve. So they sent him on injured reserve. Those 2 guys. Marcus Epps wasn't going to do anything like
okay, I'll end right there. So low risk, high reward is a possibility. But the way it's being brought out here, because see, I want you to understand, they're saying former Pro Bowl player Jair Alexander. And the last time the Cowboys, we saw Jair Alexander, he was coming back from injury and he wasn't supposed to play in the playoff game. And he came in and he played great. But here's the thing. Here's what I want to tell you. Because what's crazy is that I saw another one. Since 22, they went through, he's had 20 pass breakups and all these great numbers and stuff. And you say, oh, my God, they got a Pro Bowl corner. He's ready to step in and be great. And he might do better there than in Baltimore. But here's the thing. I want you to understand this. In 22, he was all-pro second team. He was great, okay? Great. But since that time, the 23 season, he only played in 7 games. The 24 season, he only played in 7 games. And this year, he only played in 2 games for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, the Baltimore Ravens, it gets actually worse when you actually look at this because, as he put it out, he's been a healthy scratch. Why has he been a healthy scratch? Because when he did play, he was ass. He was ass. Bro, he'd be ass on the Cowboys defense right now. His passer rating in the 2 games that he played was a 118 that he gave up. A 118. Wait, there's more. Yards per reception allowed, 23.2 yards every time they threw against him. Okay? Yeah. He was bad. As far as his Pro Football Focus grade, he's a 36. So we're not looking at this and saying, this is Jair Alexander, who was a second-team All-Pro 3 years ago. This is a guy who couldn't get on the field that the Ravens were trying to dump the contract. Now, again, nobody knows how it'll work out, but understand Howie's made some moves. Bringing back Brandon Graham. Hey, that sounds great. That's another play that you know. Brandon Graham has done great things, but Brandon Graham was retired. He wasn't through a training camp. And Brandon Graham hadn't been good the last couple of years that he was in the NFL. Tank Bigsby, kind of mid. Now, if they are able to get Myles Garrett or Bradley Chubb, those are moves that you look and say, oh shit, those are incredible moves. But this isn't the Howie vision. This is incredible. Philly, every single signing that you do, you always say it's the greatest thing that you've ever done. Now, it's kind of hard that, maybe I'm sour grapes because I've got a jackass for an owner GM who does a whole lot of talking and very little signing or trading. And we suck. Our defense is historically bad. And I wish that we were actually trying to do something. I would have liked to have signed, instead of saying, let's trade for Jair Alexander, and sign Stephon Gilmore. He wouldn't at least cost you anything, and it couldn't be any worse than this. Could it? At least it's not any draft capital. But, that's not what we do. We just suck. That's all I can say that we do. But, hey, it is what it is. But congratulations, Eagles. You got your guy. And for me, well, what can I say?
Disrespected yet? Does this defense have any heart?
No. They suck. I've been telling you all season, Philly.
Shit on you. They've shit on you. Don't you hear me? Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, they shit on you. They've shit on you. They have shit on you. Don't you hear me? Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, they shit on you. Kill them.